There's a conflict that restricts you. There's a conversation that needs to redirect you. I'm going to send somebody to untie you. But here's the last thing, finally. I got to come to your Beth page because of the control we should relinquish. I'm finished here. He says, here's what I want you to know. If you are in Beth page, financially tied up, maybe because of relocation, maybe because of termination, hospital bills, irresponsibility, whatever has you tied up financially in your Beth page, don't be depressed. He knows where you are. He'll send some help to you. Open up yourself to having some help to get you out. But then when he comes in the Beth page, there's some control you got to relinquish. He says, this is what I want you to do. Go get the tied up coat in Beth page and do me a favor. Bring the tied up coat over to me in Jerusalem. See, here's the problem. The coat is here and I'm here. They're tied up in Beth page here, but I need them over here with me. There's too much distance between me and them. And if I allow too much distance to be between you and I, when you're tied up, you're vulnerable there. And if you're not careful, you can start making decisions in your vulnerability. Because you're not close to me while you're tied up. If you're not careful, you can become so vulnerable in Beth page where you start depending on the wrong folk. Where you'll make decisions that even means lose your character and your integrity. Because now you'll let a man who may have not been sent by me under the auspices of help you in your Beth page, who didn't love you in the first place. But the distance made you vulnerable. Maybe you start selling drugs because you were too distant from me in your Beth page. Yeah, maybe you start lying on your income return because you were too distant from me in your Beth page. Maybe you start stealing those people scissors and glue to wrap your presents at Christmas because there was too much distance from you and I when you were in your Beth page. Let me tell you something else. And if you get too tied up in Beth page, disconnected from me, depression can set in. And if you're not careful, you put a gun to your head. You put pills in your mouth because you're struggling so bad that you think you'll drown in Beth page because you're tied up in an unripe, not ready, yet green place. But when you're in your Beth page, I'm going to send somebody. Because what I want you to do, I want you to line your insufficiency up with my sufficiency. You're insufficient in Beth page, but there's sufficiency in Jerusalem. You're limited in Beth page, but there's an unlimited resource in Jerusalem. There's a lack in Beth page. There's a Lord in Jerusalem. There's pain in Beth page. There's provision in Jerusalem. Is there anybody in this house can testify that when I brought my Beth page to Jerusalem, y'all got the brakes on me here. I heard the voice of Jesus say, come unto me and rest. Lay down, thou weary one, lay down thy head upon my breast. Y'all know what? I came to Jesus just as I was weary, worn, and sad. And I found in him, a resting place. Why don't you shake a neighbor's hand and say, meet him in Jerusalem. My. He'll give you beauty for ashes in Jerusalem. He'll take your pain and give you a miracle if you bring your Beth page to Jerusalem. Listen, I'm finished. I don't know who I'm talking to. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care how broke, pressed, and how bad it looks right now. Do you not know you serve a God? Let me tell you how powerful God is. God is so awesome that by next Monday, that $2,000 bill you worried about, God can send somebody this Thursday to pay it and you don't know nothing about it. I wish I had somebody to talk to me here. We serve a God that can wipe stuff off your credit report and give you favor with folk that stuff other folk paid thousands for. He'll give it to you for free if you bring your back. And then he says, so relinquish control. And then he says this, and when you bring that tied up coat that was in that unright place, when you bring it to me, I need you to bring it to me so I can sit on it. Yeah. He was tied, he was in an unright place, but I got to sit on it. I said, I don't understand. Why you got to sit on him? He says, well, I got to sit on him because that means I'm over him. You got to let me be over what's been tied up, what's been limited, what's been lacking. The reason why you're stressing yourself out is because you're over it. But when you bring him your situation and say, God, I want you to hover over where I am. I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I'm putting you over it. And I believe I had a witness here. Somebody tonight is going to put him over your situation. You're going to say, God, here it is. You take charge of it. I need you to show me what to do. And can I tell you something? If you put God over that tied up, unright thing, we serve a God that can bring beauty from it. That he'll make what was unright. He'll make it ready, and he'll give you a testimony. If it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, where would I be? I need somebody right now to lift your hands and say, God, you be over it. Be over my family. Be over my business. Be over this deal. Be over the loan. Be over the business. Be over my children. Be over my retirement. Be over Social Security. Be Lord of it. I'm not going to walk the floor of the night. I'm putting it in your hands because if you cover it, you'll make it all right. If you take care of it, my needs will be met. And can I tell you why I give God praise? I got to shout sometime because he's been over it. When I made $100 a week and had $20,000 of your tuition at Morehouse, he was over it. When I drove an 81 Toyota Corolla Tercel that went 35 miles per hour downhill with the wind behind it, he never let me have a wreck. Never let me drive out the road. Never let a tire bust out on 75. He was over it. The time when I didn't have no resource, somehow, some way, I never got put out my apartment. I had money for the books. Even I bought them used. He was and somebody else can testify when you lost your job, somehow, some way, you gained weight. How did you gain weight? With less money, because he was over it. And if God be for you, who can be against you? Give God praise right now that he will take care of his children. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Everybody who's not where you want to be yet financially, if it's your retirement, if it's the job, your business, if it's saving for your kids, lift your hand right now and say, God, I'm in my best page. I'm not quite ready yet. Some are further along than others. I don't come in judgment, but when I come asking you, untie me, take control, and you be over it. And while you're over it, I'm going to sleep at night. Because what I've been trying to figure out, you've already worked it out. David said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, neither begging bread. Somebody shout yeah! Shout yeah! Everybody standing. Reach out and join hands.